Hello, hope you are all doing very well. It's February 6th, and today I'm going to be talking about many different things. So I'm going to be talking about an upcoming potential winter storm uh, from areas of the Midwest all the way over into the Northeast. And then I'm going to be talking about pretty much just our next big cool down in the East. We are going to be seeing a little bit of a cool down towards this weekend, and so we're going to be talking about that. And then we're going to look towards next week for a little bit, kind of what we could be expecting. Yeah, I hope y'all are doing very, very well today. It's Monday. And let's go ahead and get started. So currently, this is what we're looking at right now, kind of across the U.S., just based off the latest GFS model. We have an offshore system in the Atlantic, a 997 millibar low, kind of straight east to the like Delaware, New Jersey coastline. Not really bringing any impacts to the eastern U.S. I have a little bit of we have a little bit of a system over the next couple of days, today into Tuesday, or tonight into tomorrow, that could be bringing a little bit of snow across areas of like Minnesota, Wisconsin, UP, and Michigan tonight, and then into the Northeast tomorrow and Wednesday. We could see a little bit of snow in some of the more interior areas, or really the more northern areas. It's not really that they're interior; it's just it's a little too warm. But I mean, even coastal Maine, we'll see some snow potentially from that. And then over and towards the south, Wednesday, we see this low get its act together. We have a lot of precip across areas of the kind of like deep south area, southern plains area, getting up into areas close to the Midwest here. Not really an organized system a whole lot yet, but then we see it quickly organize this Wednesday night. Starting to see plenty of cold air coming down around on the backside of this. Even some snow in the mountains, and then as this low deepens over the Illinois, kind of like central Illinois area, we do see snow on the backside of that. A pretty decent little winter weather event for areas of Iowa, Wisconsin. That's going to be kind of the main focus of this. So we zoom in on that area. We go out to our time frame, and we see overnight. So we see 7 p.m. Wednesday. We're not looking at much snow. And then as we go throughout Wednesday night into Thursday morning, everything starts to we see more precip move in, and then that switches over to snow. With those colder temperatures, we see pretty heavy snowfall rates in areas in like kind of east of the Des Moines area, kind of like even near Cedar Rapids, I think, up into areas of Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, even southern Wisconsin could get in on some of that. Maybe some mixing issues as you get into like southern area of Wisconsin with maybe like different types of wintry precip, and then the southeast could just see some rain in the Milwaukee area, but then maybe some snow on the backside. And then Michigan also sees kind of a similar thing. Far northern Michigan does kind of get all snow, but then like the central and the southern part of the state will see snow flurries from the backside Thursday night potentially. Over on the European, we'll see how the European's different. European's very similar, although we do have a little bit more of an easterly track with a low, 995 millibar low, a little further east, kind of near Champaign, Illinois area, I think. And it goes up into northwestern Indiana. Time frame's fairly similar. Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening or Wednesday evening, we're not looking at much. But then as we go throughout the night, we see that precip move in by 7 a.m. Thursday, so Thursday morning. We're looking at a good bit of snow falling across northern Missouri, to areas of Iowa, moving into Wisconsin now, and then now low moves up into Michigan. Northern Michigan seeing some pretty decent snowfall, but all the way back into like central Illinois, we see pretty decent snowfall on the backside of this. So that bring accumulations a little further south, and then areas like Madison, Wisconsin do kind of get a good bit of snow as well from this. With a brief another little system on Friday, which we'll talk about that in just a second because that's kind of our Arctic air mass that's going to be moving in. So total snowfall accumulations here. I think I already pulled this up. Oh, now first of all, this is going to really be helping to kind of improve or increase our snowfall accumulations that we've seen so far this season. Central Illinois, most of central Illinois has seen about a foot of snow or a little bit less. Northern Illinois has seen about a foot to a foot and a half. And then we really don't start to see those like significant accumulations until we go up into like northern Iowa, into like portions of southern Wisconsin. But then, I mean, look at northern Wisconsin, UP, Michigan there, and areas of Minnesota, just a ton of snow. This will help to kind of definitely probably bring more snow into these areas for sure. Uh, not into these areas. It's not really going to be affecting those areas too much with heavy snowfall. But total snowfall accumulations here. I wouldn't really want to focus on like the actual total snowfall accumulations. I want to focus more on like our like kind of where we see the heaviest snow. So the GFS, of course, we do have a lot more snow in the GFS. That's kind of also something to note. Northern Michigan, pretty high chance at the tip of northern Michigan just gets a lot of snow. For sure, you can see it consistent in both the models. But generally, the Europeans just further south and east. We can see about 0.5 inches in Peoria. As you go over into like western Illinois, about 2 inches. Southern Wisconsin, a couple, like a good couple to sell, like 2 to 4 inches. But generally, I'm just like enough to make like everything white and pretty nice scenery. But then the GFS actually has like a pretty significant winter storm for some of these areas with pockets of over 6 inches of snow in eastern Iowa all the way up into Wisconsin. Keep in mind, this further north of Peoria doesn't get anything. Most of northern Missouri doesn't get much at all. So we'll have to see. But as of right now, I kind of think we'll see it in this area. Our highest snowfall accumulations, but we'll see what happens tomorrow and Thursday, or tomorrow and Wednesday, and yeah, so apparently I have 2 of those open. So back over on kind of the entire U.S., we look at Friday. We do see another little system. Well, not another little system. This is another kind of a low that's going to be helping to push in. Well, this is going to be kind of pushing in that cold air in the backside. Kind of all that cold air coming down into the southern U.S. Even more snow with that across more southern areas. And then, which this is a little more uncertain, but that does even bring snow to like areas of like D.C., Baltimore, as we go into Sunday. So we'll see if that actually happens. That'd be pretty nice. Help to definitely break that snow deficit a little bit in those areas. Even a nice little northwest flow event in the backside Saturday and Sunday with that cold air. The cold air does not last long, though. That's one thing to know with this. I mean, we're not going to be seeing like lasting cold air because look at this, by next Monday, another system, which then pushes way. I mean, like pretty much everything we've seen this year just starts in the Southern Plains, goes straight northeast, and then I mean, yeah, it's just pretty much all we've seen this year. Yeah, so. I don't think, let me get the European here. Let me take a look at the Euro real quick. So Euro doesn't have as much of a snow event in those areas. But we do see a nice little northwest flow event there. Pretty good bit of snow showers likely on the backside of this either way. Across areas of Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and then up and towards like Michigan, Wisconsin, we can see more. And then even in the northeast, the Euro does have an interesting thing though. This weekend, the system doesn't bring any snow really to the Baltimore, D.C. area, although right to the north, New York City finally does get some stuff, and Long Island. So we do see a coastal northeast little snow, like not really a winter storm, kind of a snow event there, with another system as we go. With another system next week, but so yeah, man, I'm really interested to see what that's going to trend to, if we actually see a Baltimore, D.C. Snow event or it further north. I kind of wish we'd see some snow in the D.C. area. That'd be pretty nice, because I mean they haven't really had anything in quite a while. Neither has New York City, but yeah. Temperature anomaly, so that's what I want to look at after this. So Saturday morning, we can see that pocket of cold air here. Saturday afternoon, that seeps into the southeast, and then eventually by Sunday, most of the south is kind of below average, and then the last day, that's really Monday. Not really the last day, the first day, and we're going to see most of the northern U.S. kind of stays warm. Even the northeast doesn't really get too much cold air on the backside of this. It mainly kind of seeps into the south, and then quickly goes away by Monday in the southeast. Tuesday and Wednesday, we can see just once again very warm week potentially in the east. So yeah, I kind of course, what? Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be looking at in regards to that colder air this weekend. We're not going to really get into any. I'm not going to really get into any specifics. I only see like temperature wise, but I'll be seeing a little bit of some colder air in some areas. That'd be nice. This is our spring like leaf anomalies. Like kind of, I don't really know how to explain this, but we're seeing trees pretty much blooming about like 20 days early in some areas of the south. Uh, I mean, trees are blooming all the way up into almost like into a good portion of southeast Virginia there, southern Oklahoma. Trees are blooming in the Atlanta, like Dallas area. Uh, I mean, so yeah, I mean, pretty far north for this time of year. Really nowhere in the south has been consistently below average, or not below average, like consistently late with the blooming. Maybe a little bit in Florida, like in like the Orlando, like south of Orlando, but definitely not that big of a deal. But then the Southwest, we can see that's a different case in the Southeast. Now looking towards next week, I mean, there's really just one thing I want to kind of get out here, and that's that we're going to be seeing a very active pattern. We can see just Monday we have this very this is that first system here that's really going to warm up to the east. Definitely next week does look to be active for severe weather. For sure, we see multiple ways come straight to the U.S. So definitely, we're definitely gonna want to watch like the deep south once again, maybe the Ohio Valley, and then over to maybe the Southern Plains. Probably like mostly, I'd say like kind of this area right now. Kind of the area. I mean, definitely like the area we normally see like the highest chance of like severe weather this time of year. Anyway. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I'll be back either tomorrow or Wednesday. And yeah, goodbye.